I've asked you all here this morning. Pleasure to break bread with us.
Thank you.
It's a new segment for Marc the Arcturian, on the road with Marc the Arcturian, Marco in the morning, Marco the magician, what have you. Those who drink from my mouth shall become like me. I myself shall become that person. So there's really, I mean, all these characters, there's not really a Marco here. Whatever it is, I just go with it. That's why I have all these different hats. So it's a new segment with On the Road with Marc the Arcturian called The Words in Red. So I shall administer some Arcturian quantum philosophy because I've cracked the code of this little book, which basically says we're in the Twilight Zone. Basically says we are a thought that God is having, that the Creator who creates everything is having. We're literally inside. That's the only place that exists. If it's everywhere, we must be inside whatever it is. And we're a thought that God had so long ago, and he imagined every instance. In once you and I were brothers. I was your son, and he imagines every possible combination to see which one works. So we're a thought in the mind of the Creator, and the Creator cannot be in conflict with itself. One cannot be in conflict with itself, so it would negate its own existence. I think, therefore I am. No, you're not. Oh, that was quick. You want to do it again? I am and I'm not, so you can't conflict. So when I, as a human, and believe me, we are human. I am half human. Have these conflicts. I know I'm in the wrong place. I mean, the very beginning of the book, God created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, rested on the seventh, and said, "Behold, it is." Oh, no. This isn't what I had in mind at all. Is that what he said? No, he said, perfect. It's exactly what I had in mind. Behold, it is good. It is very good. And the rest of the book, he never changes that statement. He does. However, it's good to know this day that he does make one small amendment. He does say, as a second thought, it is not good for man to be alone. So out of one of my ribs, he created Eve. I'm getting off on a side issue. Rib. Okay. And that's the only time it was ever true when a man said, "Honey, you're the most beautiful woman in the world. You're the only woman in the world for me." It's the last time we uttered that word, and it was true, because she was the only woman. Well, okay. And here we are. So we are half human. And so this feeling of conflict, and look at us here. This little plan, by the way, this is only the new. Have you ever heard that a double-minded man is confused in all his ways? I believe Paul said that. Okay. And if thine eye be, the eye is the lamp of the soul. If thine eye be single, the body is filled with light. Okay, single. One eye. One eye. How many ways can one eye look at something? Just one way. I don't care how you look at it. 2, 10,000 things. So if thine eye is single, like God only sees things one way. We just went over, he sees it, he says, hey, it's all good. Okay, quite frankly, I don't see that all the time. Isn't that where the spiritual rubber meets the road and our test of faith comes in? Yep. I got nothing to go on.
I gotta get some water.
Oh, don't leave, it gets better.
Huh?
No, it doesn't. And sometimes I don't see it. I'm in the tunnel. And I don't even have, all I'm going on is gossamer thread woven by the angels that so thin it's invisible, but so strong it's unbreakable. And I don't always see it. So, but he says it's all good. So that must mean your Father knows what you need before you ask him. Therefore, whatever I have in front of me must be exactly what he says I need at that moment, logically. That I don't always see, but I bite my teeth and I go, okay, what? I'm obviously supposed to learn from it. Obviously, I'm supposed to learn from this. Okay, what is it? And if there's a lesson and nobody's doing anything to me, what you do to the least of me, you do to me also. What you do for the least of me, you do for me also. But since God is for you, and it's all God, whom could be against you? Who? If you're and I are the same source, we can't be at opposite, then we would negate existence.
Wash each other out.
So it was a question raised by Paul. If God is for you, whom could be against you? None. Correct? Well, that's what I ran with for years. Oh my gosh. Recently, there is still one who could be against you. Whom?
Anybody.
Whom?
Myself.
Thank you.
Myself.
Oh, now that was a riddle. I already got that. No one out here could be against me. We're all the same thing. And then there is still one, and it's me.
Yep. You.
I mean, right there. I mean, I've been, saying this stuff for
we
years,
are
but
our
that one
enemy.
eluded me. There is still one. So it is a riddle, and I ponder these riddles, and I've had hundreds of thousands of years to ponder them. So if thine eye be single, the body is filled with light, and the best example is this bright light up here, the sun. I mean, the only way to the Father is through the sun.
The light.
Now, I'm a professor of heliophysics, but I will tell you there is no ball of gas out there on fire, hydrogen and helium. Have you ever heard that sailors used to say stars are but pinpricks to heaven?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If that's true, that sun is just a bigger aperture to heaven. That is where that light comes from. That's all we can take. It's that bright. That's God's eye.
That's why
So the only way to the... What's that?
We need the sun.
We do. We wouldn't. That's our life. If the only way to the Father is through the sun, you ever look right at the sun on sunset or morning when you can really see it, and it'll go like black, white, black, white, black, white, and then just pretend it's a bubble. Like, wait a minute. It's not a burn. It's an opening. Want your eyes and look through it. You go, he's fucking right. That's an opening in the atmosphere to the other realm. Now, nobody will do that. You know why? Because this world says looking into the sun is bad. Would you look around and none of us have sunglasses on? They block the what? Light. They're God blockers. That's why the city folk come up and they're all like this, right? Don't look at me. They don't feel right.
They don't see their soul.
That's right. That's the way the judgment works. They feel their deeds are evil and they don't want them brought to the light, so they try to hide between that and tinted glasses and whatever. And we don't. Look at this. I don't choose to use God blockers. So, that's God's eye. God is a cyclops. He sees things one way, it is all good. God's a cyclops. That's true. I'm telling you the truth, verily. So, what time? Ask the sun what time it is, Mandy, would you?
What time is it?
Ask the sun.
Sun, what time is it?
It's about 11:30.
That's what the sun would say. Think about it. What day? Ask the sun what day is it. What day is it to the sun, Jerry?
Sunday.
No.
No.
What
day
day
is it to the sun?
No, it ain't.
I know what you're saying.
What time is it to the sun? Always. What time is it always to the sun? It doesn't have day night. It's always.
It's always.
Oh my God. Okay, so that's the way we have to do it in the moment. We all know, be in the moment. I wish I knew what a moment was so I could be in one.
Me too.
So
Be in the moment.
that is the best example I can give you of God's light and how He thinks it right now. It's always today, same day it was when you were born.
Nope.
And it only appears like we have yesterday, today, and tomorrow. But it's just a thought.
I get that.
I'm going to take you to the future, and then I'll leave you. You've heard tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow, today will be yesterday. You've heard this? And that means we're already in the past.
Right.
Ready to go to the future with Marc the Arcturian? Yesterday. Today was tomorrow. You're in tomorrow. How's it look?
In the future.
How's it look?
The same.
Wow. Not bad.
It looks like opportunity to me.
Awesome. Thank you. That's round one of the words in red. A double-minded man is confused in all his ways. This is the New Testament. Double-minded man, confused in all his ways. Here's your book, Old and New. Wait a minute, I'm already confused. That's double. Old, new. Which one do I follow? And the problem is mixing the two. The plan of salvation is contained in the New. Matt, Mark, Luke, and John.
Yeah.
Not in the old. The plan of salvation is contained in that. If it were in the old, Jesus' entire ministry would have been superfluous.
Know that.
And that's just page 1. We'll be back with page 2 next time. I'm Marc.
Thank you, Marco.
Marc the Arcturian.
Amen.
I don't know who am I. You know who I am. He walked among them, and even his own people knew him not. And he will come and teach in the town square and the synagogues, or they hauled him before the magistrate. Well, either way, I'm fulfilling prophecy. I can't lose on this deal. Here's a good one. Of course, the world shall hate me as they hated you. Shall hate you as they hated me because I have chosen you. Go ahead, hate me. It proves the Christ in me. Love me proves the Christ in both of us.
Yes.
I can't lose on that deal.
Amen. Amen.
Only says it one way. He tells us these things for a reason. Oh my God, I thought I was an ass. They hated me. No, they're dark. They hate my light. I'm a gift. What a change.
Oh yeah.
Because what they do to you, they do if God were standing right there in front of them. This is how you treat God right now in front of you?